Generating electricity. South Africa has many coal mines, and therefore it makes sense that we would use coal to generate electricity, even though coal is a fossil fuel and the gases that are emitted from burning these coal from the coal mines are terrible polluters of the environment. These gases harm the environment and cause global warming. There are two reasons for this. Coal is cheaper than any other resource used to generate electricity in South Africa. It creates jobs for the people of South Africa and migrant workers from neighboring countries. This is a picture of a typical power station found in South Africa. Look at all the pollution. For a coal-fired power station to be cost-effective, it has to be built near a coal mine. For this reason, at the coast in Durban and Cape Town, there are no coal-fired power stations. Most of South Africa's power stations are built in or near Limpopo and Mpumalanga, where there is an abundance of coal, the biggest and most expensive being Medupi and Kusile. Electricity generated by burning coal is by no means a clean form of energy. Coal-fired power stations have a devastating effect on the environment in that it causes three types of pollution. Land pollution. When coal is mined, it damages fragile ecosystems. Water pollution. Every coal mine needs a water supply to cool its machinery because power stations generate electricity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 or 366 days a year. Cold water is taken from the water source, and in this way, the water is polluted. When coal is burnt, it gives off many gases, amongst them being carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and sulfur dioxide. It pollutes the air, and when it rains, we get acid rain as these gases dissolve in the rain and damage plants and the vegetation. This is what a power station generally looks like. So, you will get your coal supply from there. Damages the environment because they dig and they blow and they damage fragile ecosystems. You get your water from a water resource, which when it comes back into the water supply will kill plants and animals. Then, coal is put down the chute, but it has to be crushed coal. And then that's your burner or boiler. That's your water supply that is used to create the steam. That is your turbine, which turns the generator, and your generator which makes electricity and sent to your transmission lines. This is what a coal-fired power station looks like on the inside. Let us learn about how electricity is made in detail. Coal is crushed and it is burned to produce heat. This heat is used to boil water. The water is heated to steam. The steam turns the turbine. The turbine turns the generator, and the generator generates electricity. Let's do this again. At 1, coal is crushed to a fine powder and burnt in a furnace to generate heat. At 2, the heat is used to boil water at high temperatures, changing it into steam. At 3, the steam is used to turn the blades of a turbine. At 4, the turbine turns a generator. 5, the generator generates electricity. Now that the electricity is made, let us see what happens to it. The electricity that has been produced has to travel a long journey before it can be used in our homes. After the electricity has been made, it goes through a step-up transformer where the voltage is increased and it is carried along thick cables supported by huge pylons to travel across provinces to where it is needed. Once it reaches a town or suburb, it goes to a substation where voltage is stepped down. Then it is carried along power lines to the distribution board in your home. The voltage of the electricity has to be between 220 and 230 volts before it can be used in your home safely without damaging your appliances. From there, it is sent through wires to plugs and sockets in your home to power your appliances and give you light when you flip the switch. So, let us look at this journey. From the coal mine, electricity is made in a power station. Then it is stepped up so it can travel the long journey along pylons. When it reaches its destination near your town or your city, it is stepped down. Then it travels across power lines, brought down to between 220 and 230 volts, and powers the appliances in your home. Electricity has a long journey when it is made from coal right up to getting the energy to power your appliances, and therefore we have to pay for electricity. We pay for the infrastructure. We pay for the coal, we pay for the power stations, we pay for the infrastructure, which is your pylons, your cables, your substations, and eventually it comes to your house, you flip the switch and you have electricity. That is the journey of electricity.